Let us do another activity to know the floating or sinking capacity of the materials in water. Take a transparent water tub with water. Now, drop the objects such as stone, a piece of wax, a metal key, plastic ball, leaf, small piece of wood, iron nail and a rupee coin one by one. So let us start with stone. Then wax. Then you have to put metal key, plastic ball, leaf, small piece of wood, iron nail and a 1 rupee coin. Let us wait for some time. Observe the changes. Repeat the same activity with salt water which is excessively salty. What did you observe? You will observe that a stone, key, iron nail and a 1 rupee coin sink in the water, whereas wax, plastic ball, small piece of wood and a leaf float on the surface of water. Children, what did you learn from this activity? From this activity, we can conclude that some materials in one shape will sink in water but float on water when they are in other shape. The materials that can sink can be made to float, but all the materials that float cannot be made to sink. Salt is denser than water, and so if you add salt to water, the resulting solution is denser than pure water. So in some cases, objects that sink in fresh water can float in salt water. Next, let us study about transparency. It is another property. Children, generally we are able to see things clearly through the clear glass window from our home in spite of the fact that there is a glass between us and the outside world. Those substances or materials through which things can be seen are called transparent materials. Similarly, we cannot tell what is kept in a closed wooden box or a cardboard or a metal container by looking through them. Those substances or materials through which things cannot be seen are called opaque materials. Owing to this reason, shopkeepers usually prefer to keep biscuits, sweets and other eatables in transparent containers of glass so that buyers can easily see these items. Generally, if green light passes through a transparent object, the emerging light is green. Similarly, if red light passes through transparent object, the emerging light should be red in color. Let us learn about translucent objects. Children, based on the transparency, we have classified the materials into three, that are transparent objects, opaque objects and translucent objects. So next, with the help of an activity, we will learn about translucent object. So our aim is to know about translucent materials. And here we required some materials for doing this activity, that are white paper, oil, lighted bulb. These are the materials required for this activity. Then let us do this activity. First of all, you have to take a white paper, look through it towards a lighted bulb. Now take a few drops of oil and spread it on a sheet of paper. Once again, look towards the lighted bulb through the portion of the paper on which the oil has been spread. Observe the difference in both cases. What did you observe? Yes, we have noticed that in the first case, we can't see the bulb through the white paper, but in the second case, we are able to see the bulb through the oiled paper. Children, what did you understand from this activity? Yes. The materials through which objects can be seen but not clearly are known as translucent materials. In the same way, butter paper, muddy water, and frosted glass used in windows, smog, and fog are other examples of translucent materials. So children, these are about transparency. Based on this transparency, we have classified the materials into transparent objects, translucent objects, and opaque objects. Transparent objects allow all of the light to pass through them. This means that we can clearly see through them. Translucent objects only allow some light to pass through them. This means that we can partially see through them. Opaque objects do not allow any light to pass through them. This means that we cannot see through them at all. Thank you children for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe. Once again, thank you.